She hit 1 million followers not too long ago. Dope. We love to see that, especially for Black people, because we know how difficult it is for Black people to move on this app. So to see her hit a 1 million followers is a beautiful thing. And she's dope and she's cool, and you know, I got love for her. And she's got love for me. Not like that. Not like that. Anyway, come on through, Jada. Big Jada in the bill. What up, Big Jada? That's my dog. Anybody got a problem, let me know. Let me know. We gonna beef too. I got beef with Jada as well. I got beef. She don't even know it. I got beef with her and she don't even know it. I can't introduce you and hit the screen and then you don't pop up, Jay. What are you doing, Sean?
Okay, why it look like this? Oh God!
What you mean?
My iPad, and it's like I'm on a news article. Like, thank you. We're here in Southside Chicago, where the Dunkin' Donuts have been shot. The reporter said that T-Money government Timothy Jones. Like, it's just so.
Wow, that's the vibe.
Yeah. Wait. Hold on. Let me get on my phone now. Let me get on my phone because I don't like how.
All right.
Let me get my phone. Let me get my phone.
There she go.
Let me get my phone.
You know, we got beef. We got beef. She don't even know. She don't even know it. We got beef and she don't even know it. All right, let's try this again. I'm gonna stop hitting this table so this iPad stops shaking too.
Okay, why we got beef?
I just want you to know. First of all, what up, dog?
What up? What's up, big dog?
How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling tired, knees hurting, back hurting, stuff like that.
Are you the auntie and I'm the nephew? Or
I can't drop it like it's hot no more. I can't.
Well, we're gonna pray. We're gonna get.
I'm growing gray hairs.
No, ain't no way.
Yeah, I just got my AARP card just not too long ago.
Oh, it's funny because it's true on this side. Lord have mercy.
Hey man, them ARPs, they're beneficial.
Are they?
My daddy got one. He older than you.
Oh, well, all right. Well, shout out to your daddy.
Yeah. I'll let him. When you come out there to visit, I won't hesitate to ask him for the card so we go to IHOP and get that discount.
I'm not mad at that. Take advantage of all things possible. Brought to you by the Lord and I guess the AAR people.
Hallelujah. Amen.
Amen. Our beef. Let me get to the beef first.
What I do?
You ain't do it. Here's what happened. So earlier today, I had some other guests that were supposed to pull up, and I don't know. I know them, but I don't know everything that they do. Right. And I was like, you know what? I've never Googled anybody that I was going to check out. Going to talk to. Let me Google them. So I Googled the first person. I was like, okay. I Googled the second person. Then I Googled Jada, not Pinkett Smith, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm saying, I see you, scroll through the junk. Then it's a video of yours. Then beside it's another video of a man with a bonnet on. And I said, I know this ain't nobody trying to mock my niece. Let me see what's going on. I clicked on that joint. It was somebody with a bonnet on, with a mustache and a goatee, and the little joint right there. And I was like, who is this dude? And it was you. Dog, listen. I was on the sofa. And you said something, and I laughed out loud like, ah! Oh, yeah. I was like, what is happening? You're ridiculous. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
When I started doing TikTok, I remember I did like the whole like male thing, and every woman was like, oh, you look so good as a man.
I don't like it.
And I was like, yeah, you're right. But God created me as a woman because I'm telling you, if I look good as a dude, I have 6 baby mamas. I'm not gonna hold you. You
That
probably
joint.
call me like, "Hey, Jaden, you a little too hot." I'm like, I don't care. I am hot, and hang up. That's why I can't. Yeah, it was a trend going on. Like, would I date myself if I was a guy?
That joint hit me in my soul. I laughed out loud for real because that joint was crazy. That joint was crazy. I was legit. I legit thought that was a guy. I
Yeah,
legit.
yeah.
I was like, what is happening right now? Anyway, let me bring up guest number two. This is so about a year ago. I think about a year, a little more than a year ago. It's probably been longer than that, man. Time flies when you're old. I guess that's what they say. And yeah. Anyway, so this next person, she made a video. Somebody tagged me in her video, and she was talking about Outkast, and she was saying, and she thought one was better than the other. She thought Big Boy is as good or better than Andre 3000.
Mm.
Now, as much as I disagree with that statement, again, this is the first time I saw her. She explained it so eloquently and like it was with depth. And I just from that one video, I was like, yo, she about to take over. she about to take over hip hop talk on TikTok. For real. For real. She's dope. She's dope. I'm just bringing her up. It's Adri, y'all. If you don't know, then get to know. Wait a daggone minute. Wait a
not there.
daggone minute.
Where was she?
Okay. They tried to bamboozle, hoodwink, and lead me astray.
That's my girl. That's my girl. That's my girl.
Oh, I'm so excited to be here.
I might as well
Oh
leave at
my
this point.
God.
I'm out. Y'all be good. I'm gonna go ahead and I see myself out.
Girl, I did not know you made a new TikTok account. I was like, Audrey. I looked, I was like,
It's because
girl.
they sent me to the gulag and I had to start over. But we're here.
I missed you.
I miss you. This is such great energy already on this screen.
Right.
Love it.
Girl, I was looking high and low. I was like, what? Did she block? What happened? And I got a little sad. And I was thinking about you the other night. I was telling my man, like, man, this is a girl that I used to follow, but your name wasn't popping up. He's like, who she look? I'm like, I don't know. She's this thick biracial girl, really pretty. I don't know. It's like, and he's like, that doesn't. I'm like, I don't know. And then Unc said your name. I was like, oh my god, the African in
Literally
me.
stopped me at like the record store and be like, "What happened to you?" Because I wasn't gonna come back. I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna quit. I'm just gonna take it. This is a sign that just isn't for me. People would like come up to me in public and be like, "What happened to your account? Like, why are you no longer on my For You page?" And I'm like, you know what? The people need me, so
We do.
I'm back.
That is a fact. That is a fact. Hey, what up, though? I haven't seen you face to face in a long time. How are you doing?
I'm good. I feel like I haven't been on live much. Ever since I started doing YouTube, I feel like that's taken up a lot of my time. Very demanding, but it's fun.
Excellent. We're gonna get into that and hear more about the YouTube moves and all that. I'm glad to see you. I might as well leave. Maybe I will after this next guest comes up. I don't even know if she's in here yet. Let me see. She is. All right. Let's bring up the third guest. Third guest is she's a I don't even know what to call her. She was a content creator. She still makes content, but she does more upscale stuff. She might have got too big for TikTok. I don't know. She does a lot of interviews at this point. She does her music reviews. She's dope. Straight out of Toronto, if I'm not mistaken. And get her name right. It's Elsie.
Oh, I love her.
Elise.
You know, all my girls here.
Not Elise.
What a lineup.
Okay, wait. How do I turn on my camera?
Tap the screen, Elsie. It should pop up.
It should pop up. Okay, hi guys. Thanks for having me.
Elsie, what up?
Yeah, I'm good. I've had a long day, but I'm happy I'm here. Thanks for having me.
It is rare in my own estimation, that I am clearly the ugliest person on the screen at any point in time. But today, I guess it's true. I'll accept it. I'll accept it. It's cool. How are you doing, Elsie? Everything good?
Good. I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy you had time. I'm glad we were able to get y'all together.
I love you guys. Love y'all down. I watch your guys' content. Audrey's back. I love you from Twitter to Instagram. I'm so proud of you, girl.
Oh yeah, what happened to your account?
On Twitter?
Dang, we can't. You know what? Let me mute myself. I'm gonna mute myself. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, because I used to see Audrey on my For You page, and then I just never saw you.
Yeah.
They got me out of here. This account is only like I think a month or two old. Yeah.
Like wait, like they got what?
I was. You know what's funny? This account that I'm on right now was also banned after like a month, but somehow I got it back.
Reporting you or what? Like what?
I don't know. I think it's because I said I didn't like British. Maybe it's because I didn't like British rap. It could be because I don't like Still Drop. Like I don't know what it is. I feel like people fixate on like very specific thing and then they come.
So crazy. Oh my god.
For it, but
Wow. Well, you're back. That's a
Thank
good
God
thing.
you're back.
That's it. And I love what you do, Jada, as well. I always see you on my phone.
I love you. I love both of y'all. The way y'all make me so hype about music, I gotta search up for more to do. Both of y'all.
we get people. Your whole thing is getting people hyped about music. I hope you
No,
know that.
no, you don't do that. I'm just so happy. I feel like a what they call like a fan. Like that's what I feel like.
You know you got fans too. Stop playing, Jada. I know they be stopping you in the streets. Did you ever get to the
I ain't
streets?
gonna hold you. I don't go out as much. So the first time we went to this supermarket called like Cermak, so it's like a Hispanic market. And we there, and everybody starts staring at me, and I'm like, I'm not thinking like, yeah, it's because of TikTok. I'm like, oh God, like I'm thinking like my son did something, or it's something with my like something, right? So I'm like, my son's making all these noise. And I tell the lady like, hey, are y'all hiring my son? And she's like, aren't you Big Jada? I'm like, yeah. She's like, ah, oh my God, okay. I didn't want to scream. I was like,
Yeah. We love to see it.
It's real. It's real.
Yeah.
yeah, no. Do y'all get stopped?
Sometimes it's always when I don't expect. Like,
Yeah.
I was at the mall a couple weeks ago, and someone just walked up to me and was like, "Hey, aren't you Elsie?" And it happens it happens periodically, but yeah, it's me
Yeah.
kind of conscious. So whenever I'm going out, I'm like, I can't look too bumpy, and someone might recognize me.
Yeah, that happened to me at the Mary J concert. Me and my boyfriend went, and somebody was like, I saw you, but you look mad. I was like, mad. It's too hot. I was contact high. I just need to leave right now. You could have said hi. Like, oh, we were scared. I'm 120 something pounds. Why would you be scared of me? Oh my God, no.
It's not the same. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you come online, you make your content, you go.
Yeah.
But then like it's not the same as people actually like if 10 people stopped you in one day, that would be outrageous. But if 10 people like follow you, it's like 10 people.
Yeah, that is true. And it's crazy too, because like my friend was like, oh, like I guess I'm originally from Colorado, so this girl, she got like 100K, but she acts like she's a superstar, like really cocky. And she's like, why don't you act like that? I'm like, there's no reason for me to act.
There's no reason.
I can have Beyonce money. I'm still gonna act like this. I'm gonna wear a bonnet to Walmart. I don't really care. I might wear a mask like Michael Jackson. I don't know, or wear like a mustache and do like y'all got tampons.
Jaden. What about you, A? Have you had that issue? Not issue, but had that encounter?
Yeah, I feel like it happens to me a lot because a decent percentage of my follower base is in Atlanta. Because like I don't like in the grand scheme of things in TikTok, I don't have a lot of followers, but I feel like I have a lot of like local people. It's like I went, especially at music events, where I could go to a lot of different music events, or if I'm at like a record store or at a concert, then it's a lot more likely. But then sometimes I'll be at like Target or the farmer's market, and like, are you that person from TikTok? And I'm like, yeah. That's me.
It's like, see how like people think like you're supposed to be like, yes, Yes,
Yes,
ma'am. My boyfriend orders food and somebody was watching my video and he's like, "Oh, I know her." And she's like, "Girl," he's like, "Boy, stop playing." He's like, "She's literally upstairs sleeping."
Okay.
And all I hear is like a yell. And I thought somebody got their leg broke, and then he went upstairs and was like, "Yeah, some of your family was outside delivering Walmart." And I'm just like, go back to bed. Because it doesn't, like, people be telling me, like, "Oh, you should, like get them, like, get used to it." Like, it's, I'm sorry, but I can't. Like, when I follow people back, they be like, "Oh, we made it out the hood."
right. Have I made it out of the hood?
I haven't made it out the
Right.
suburbs yet. Like,
That
can
is
you
it.
give me, like,
Tell
and then
people
it's
I'm
worse
not-
with family because my mom be like, my mom's African. She's like, my friend has a daughter that makes lip gloss. Can you do a promotion for free? You know what? Don't say nothing. My daughter can do it for free. I'm like, I don't do things for free.
Oh, she got you working.
I don't do things for free. I don't do things for free.
She did give you that music knowledge though, so I guess that's the payback.
Yeah, that shout out to my mom. She's the music. It's weird because, like, when I meet other people that are African, they're like, "Yeah, me and my mom, we." It's like, "Where's your mom from?" And she raised him. Like, no, she was born and raised back home. She just came here in '96, so she came at the perfect time. You know, Pac's death. You know, Biggie, the shiny Jiggy era suits were coming in, so she loved that era so much because it was part of her memory coming to the U.S. So, like, she started grasping more research about hip hop, and then she put it on me. And now I can't put it on my son because she said that, "Oh, that's bad."
Hmm.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, you know, it's a different time, but it can't be bad because it's coming from you. So you know, it's the connection.
He's like, "I don't want you to put Sexy Red." I'm like, "But you were putting Trina and Jackie on Little Kim.
Right.
Why can't put no?" "Oh no, that's different. That Il Nana is not for your age." Okay, mom.
You wild. Hey, where'd your I don't know if I've ever asked you where your love of music came from. Did it come from a person or did it come from just personal experience?
Who? Me?
Me?
I'm sorry, Adri. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Well, I feel like I was in a similar boat. My mom listens to everything, which I feel like sounds like a good thing, but it's not all good. Like one time I came home and she was listening to a reggae mix of Let It Be by the Beatles. Like she listens to everything. But for me, that meant a lot of exposure to hip hop and R&B. I also had some like uncles that were DJs and stuff like that. But I think it wasn't until I had like access to the internet and I was able to learn more about hip hop history where I was like, this is kind of interesting. I like how the history is actually intertwined with the music and how there's like certain references and stuff that you're not going to get this. Like there's certain stuff that's going to go over your head if you don't know the origin of, like one song can have 10 years of history. I thought that was, as a little nerdy kid in middle school, I thought that was really cool.
Right. That's real. What about you, Alice?
My dad used to DJ, so I heard a lot of music growing up. But not hip hop though. Like soul, 70s R&B, a lot of like funk, disco. So I'd hear a lot of like off the top of my head, Earth, Wind and Fire, Kool and the Gang, and maybe early hip hop, like very early 90s type hip hop, but I used to hear music a lot, and then I went to high school, and then I started, not high school, probably when I was like 12, so middle school, I started like discovering music myself. Like I was in love with radio. I fell in love with radio. So it was like everything I got from radio, MTV, I would live on MTV. They play like the music videos all the time. So really that's where I kind of started building like my personal taste palette. Like my dad had his own music, but like hip hop was my own thing. Like they never played like hip hop a lot. So it was like something I discovered for myself. So it was really special to me. Yeah.
That's dope. That's beautiful. For real. Because as I mentioned, nobody cares. I know nobody cares. But real quick, as I mentioned, it was all gospel in my house. All gospel, all time. No secular music. And that's why I got that hip hop at probably the same age you did, but it was without anything else other than gospel leading up to it. So yeah, it was kind of crazy. and that's kind of probably why I vibe with the MTV, what I would call, music that was 80s, mid 80s to late 80s, because that's all I had. Like, that was on TV, and that's what they would show. That's what I had. That was and you get the hip hop every once in a while. You get a black artist every once in a while, but mostly it was everybody wants to rule.
Tears for Fears.
Sounds like that.
Love
So,
that song.
yeah, me too. But that's why I think I really like a lot of those songs, because they were thrown at us at a young age, or at me at a young age.
Yeah.
Now, I did want to ask y'all. Y'all were talking about experiences from fame, right? Um, but I know that at least two of y'all have had negative experiences from followers, people. You two at the bottom here. I know y'all have, because I've seen it and we've talked about it in the past. Have you, Jada? I don't know if I asked you that.
So issues. I don't. Well, there was two, or now three. So this girl, her name was like Apple Store Queen. If y'all know who the girl is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Apple Store Queen is this girl from Milwaukee, and she went viral like around. Are you guys? How old are y'all? 27, 28?
25.
I'm 25.
Hey. Okay, you guys are not my age. Okay. Okay. So I'm 27. So I was high school around 2014, 2015. So that was my senior year. So she got viral at that moment, and she was one of those, one of those people that, like, the peak of their, like, being viral, they can't let that go. Like, like, she's that auntie, that African auntie that got that wig, just so terrible, she can't let it go. That's how it is, right? That's the best, like thing, whatever. But she was doing terrible. She was living in a terrible house. She had two boys. She was not taking care of her kids, all that. You know how the story goes, but I'm telling Unc that. So she had a Reddit page, like a hate page, right? And I was in it. Like, I'm a mother, so I wasn't hating. I was just looking like, what she do now? Y'all calling CPS, but CPS isn't doing anything, but I'm not surprised. CPS have failed how many kids to this day? So she commented on one of my Kate Camp videos, like, oh, thank you for doing two legends, because I did her the dance. And I didn't know Kate Camp was from Milwaukee. I thought Kate Camp was from ATL. So I screenshot it. I'm like, she said she's a legend, right? Months later, everybody's texting me like, hey, this Apple Store girl is talking shit about you, on Instagram. So I'm like, what's she saying? It's like, well, she ended it. She was calling you ugly. She said that she wants some compensation from you from doing her dances. She said you're not even all that. By a year or so, your TikTok's gonna go down. Mass reporting all the people that were commenting, oh, she's not even that cute. Oh, I thought she was a dude. Woo. I'm like, okay, cool, right? So I was telling my man I'm gonna respond, and he's like, no, don't respond. Don't. You're better than that. Don't do it. So I'm like, okay. So then, yeah, she did that, and then she blocked me. And keep in mind, she was following me, so it was just like, whatever, right? So people are like, "What are you gonna say? Are you gonna respond?" I'm like, I'm not gonna respond. She ain't. I'm not losing anything. She's losing. She done lost her kids in the house. It's not doing. Until this day, she's doing terrible. I'm doing great. Hello, hallelujah. Okay, my God, it's awesome.
You're so
Okay.
ruthless.
I think there's always a weird trend. Like, people that are following you are like hating. Like, why are you following
She was
me?
She was trying to mass report, and it backfired on her because everybody was like, we're not going to mass report, because someone did like a live video, like a screen recording, whatever. It's like, go mass report Big Jada or Big whoever. And they're like, no. They're like, we're not going to mass report. She doesn't do anything but dance in her bathroom. Right? Okay. The second one happened recently. So it was during election night. I mean, all these comments about, oh, you the real lady in the bathroom. You the real lady in the bathroom. So I'm like, who are y'all talking about? Like, who's this lady in the bathroom? Whatever. Election night, whatever. The day after we found out who our president was, yippee. We found out that the lady in the bathroom, she is a supporter of you know who. Which, look, you vote who you vote. You suffering. I mean, you get like, I don't really care about political because I don't bring it to their internet. So everybody was like, yeah, you're the real lady in the bathroom. So then this was what kind of got me like, ugh. I was like, a lot of other women started doing bathroom content. And like, oh, I'm the real lady in the bathroom, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. And then I started noticing, okay, when I click on the comments, it's follow back. So I'm like, huh, okay, let it go. So I didn't it didn't really trigger me. It was just kind of like, girl, right? And then everybody started tagging me like, oh no, this isn't real lady bathroom. Oh no, we already got Jada, this and that. Okay. And then they're trying to make beef like, oh, she's the real one. And then her fans will come into my comment, you're not that cute. She's way better. She's this and that. So an interviewer asked me, right, what's the difference between you and all the other people that do bathroom content, right? I said, first of all, they're not competition. I don't see them as competition. They're just content creators that's trying to make a living, money, whatever they want to do. I do music that you haven't heard in 20 years. I'm not doing no Sweet Home Alabama as much as I want to. I'm not doing that. I'm going deep. Like, I want to go deep in the crates to unlock a dopamine that you're like, oh my God, I haven't heard this since middle school. Oh, I did this at my wedding. Oh, I played this song at my 21st birthday. Like, I get so many comments like that. And that's why I'm like, I just want to keep away from mainstream type of music sometimes, because it's like, oh, okay, we can do a Mary J song. Okay, let's do You Remind Me. Or let's do My Love. Let's do the song she did with Casey and JoJo, with her man Casey at the time. We can do that. I don't want to do mainstream. And I tell them that all the time. Like, that's the difference between me and other people. And I always tell them, it's not easy doing bathroom content because it's hot as hell in that bathroom. I get it. It's hot, right? So all her fans coming to me talking about, oh, she way better looking than you. I don't care. This is not looks, okay? She came, I don't care. And it's just like, it was like, they trying to compete because she's doing her thing. I'm doing my thing. She's going to get followed. She's going to get the fans till this day. And I'm going to get fans to this day. So it was really nothing, but it was just like a lot of people would message me like, oh, I'm doing bathroom content and I can't handle it, the pressure. What do you want me to do? I'm not the bathroom.
They said it to you?
Yeah, they would message me.
What they want you to do.
Right.
Like, oh, I can't handle this type of pressure. How do you do it? I just don't realize it. I don't care. It's not for everybody. But I feel like that was the moment where a lot of people were like, yeah, I'm the bathroom lady. Okay, cool. But where are they at? Oh. Yeah, it's just like,
and the lost
okay,
and
like,
found, and the lost and found.
yeah, because it was just like, okay, they still doing the content they're doing, but they have to realize, like, don't do it to hurt people or this and that. Because like I said, she's having people having her back like, oh, well, whoever she voted, it doesn't matter. That's what they were saying.
Right.
And I always tell myself, you never bring religious or political purposes into social media because you can win or lose, or sometimes it can be both. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. So, and then the third one, she ain't here. Okay, the third one is...
You thought she was in the comments?
No, I thought she would come, but never mind. So, this girl, I stopped being her friend because she ain't really supporting me. She was always comparing me to other content creators that do other stuff. I'm not a lifestyle person. When I do makeup in here, I do it on my therapeutic time. I don't like doing it on camera.
Right.
So she's like, oh, if you see my story, I just said like, oh, you follow my friend's Twitch. And oh, thank you. And she was like, "Dang, I ain't never get no shout out from you." And I'm like, "You're not." And the way she said it, it made it seem like I'm obligated to.
Right.
Like, okay, I'm obligated to shout you out because you're my friend. First of all, we ain't talked in months, and I feel like the last straw of it when she was telling me, "Cut your son's hair." Oh, you should cut your son's hair because he's a boy. I'm cutting you off. How about that? You know,
That's the only cutting we doing around here.
yeah, because I was telling my mom, like, it doesn't make sense. I didn't get the support I wanted from the beginning. I was getting support from you guys, and we didn't know each other, but it feels like your family. I know you, and you don't comment, and if you do, you're comparing me with other people that if I click on their thing, it says follow back. I don't want to be compared from them. They're doing their thing. They're doing amazing. I'm doing amazing. That's all that matters. So
that's it.
Yeah.
I know you have Adri from previous conversations. Also, you left the app, like you was up out of here. Has it subsided?
I think so. I think, well, one, my blacklist is quite substantive now, so I feel like I've made my point. I also feel like there have been some occasions where I feel like I had to respond. I feel like this happens for any creator, like they get a mean comment and they respond. Everybody else in the comments like, just ignore them, be a bigger person. I've never been a bigger person. I've never been a bigger person. Let me start there. But also, I feel like the way that I was raised, I will never be comfortable letting people disrespect me. So I feel like it gets to a point where you have to like, you gotta smack them around a little bit, and then eventually they fall in line. Because for a really long time, I was new. I didn't say anything to anybody. It wasn't until I started getting bucked back a little bit, so people were like, "Oh, let me watch my mouth because she might say something back." And now I feel like now the bulk of it is like, I feel like it's less like, you don't know what you're talking about. Why are you talking about hip hop? You're a woman. I feel like it's less of that now and more people just like pissing me off in other unique ways. Which like that's the internet, right? So you can't really
Right.
get over that. But I feel like now I feel like I got over the worst of it. Clearly, still there's people. I mean, my account. The last time my account was banned was like a month ago. So clearly, there's people that are still just upset that I exist. But for the most part, I feel like the positivity outweighs the negativity on a regular basis, at least towards me specifically. I think people are bitter in general on the internet, and it's annoying that I have to like read it. Because it's like, man, can we just have like a fun conversation without it being so negative? But as long as the negativity isn't pointed towards me, I can work with that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You want to be negative about the opinion? Cool. It don't have to be about
A
me.
lot of projection too.
That's
Like,
it.
it's like,
You dealt with more than projection. Well, I mean, I can't say it's more than projection, but you dealt with crazy. And I know we talked about it before, but you
yeah.
can make it very brief as you want to.
Yeah, I mean, I think I tend to just ignore negative stuff, to be honest, because like I don't know. I just think of like the energy, and I'm just like, I don't like. If I was to actually, I consider myself a changed person. Like I wasn't always like this, so I feel like I reached a point. I'm just like, I can't do this. But I think two major times that I faced opposition on the internet. Firstly, just putting out reviews. You know, the crazy thing is when I first used to put out content, I had people that would actually complain in my comments. Like, you only talk about positive stuff. Like, is there an album that you don't like? I'm just like, okay, what's happening here? Like, you know, so people were always doing that. So I don't know. That was earlier on. So this is like 2023. I'm like, you know what? I want to be honest about like my like how I'm doing. So the first ever negative review, and honestly, whenever I'm doing negative reviews about music, I'm just talking about the music. Like I'm not talking about the artist is terrible. Like I don't care. Is the music good? Is the music bad? That's what I'm here to talk about. You know. So
You picked the right one.
so Drake dropped his album For All the Dogs. And I was like, yo, I don't think this was good. Like, and it was just an honest review, and I gave my reasons why. Like, it felt rushed, you know, and I thought like he could have talked about something different, like just general reviews, and it was fine. Like, I put it up, people were commenting. Some people were like, okay, I agree, I disagree, whatever. And I'm like, okay, no problem. I go to sleep that night. Like I'm in bed. It's like 1 a.m. And I'm like, okay, like it's like a Friday night. I'm ready to, and my phone starts blowing up. And like my friend calls me and I'm like, what? She's like, check Drake's story. And then I go check Drake's story and I see my face, like the screenshot of my video. In the part where I really said, like the subtitle was like, this album is bad. He puts that up on his story, then he writes, thanks, Elsie, puts like some heart emojis. That was like, and he left it up for 24 hours. So like Drake fans came and across all socials, like they just came for me in a bit. And it was crazy because I've made content talking about Drake in such a good way before. Like I've talked about like his albums. I have content. It's on my page. You know, everyone's calling me a hater. People were just saying outrageous stuff. Like, and people were sending me emails threatening to dox me. Like, it was insane. Like, I've never dealt. That's when, like, I started, like, I really understood, like, when people say stands are, like, not okay. I understood it. That's the first time I actually understood it. It was crazy. Like, people would be sending me emails every day, like, I'll find out where you live and I'm gonna harm you. Like, it was starting to get really bad.
Remember that?
But then I didn't take down the post because like one thing is that you're not gonna bully me to take something down, especially when I know that I didn't do anything bad.
Right.
Like, So you're not gonna bully me. So the post is still up.
I feel like when people that have the leverage, like Drake or anybody that are the same level, it's like you made an opinion, right?
Right.
Everybody does.
That's the thing. Everyone has an opinion on the album. Like, bruh, it was the most popular album to drop. Like,
They would have hated my opinion.
bruh. Everyone was like, I was just like, what is going on? I didn't say anything outrageous.
And,
I just said I
and the
do
thing
love
is, I follow you on Twitter, and like when you talk about Kendrick or other stuff like music, there's people that would try to argue with you about music as if you're not a music like content.
And they're always like, yo, you have a platform, so you should not be biased. Everyone is biased. Like, hello, like I have personal taste. I have personal taste.
That's
You know,
how it is with K-pop fans. They were like, "Oh, you should do this song, or you should do this artist," and I'm like, "I don't listen to K-pop." Oh my god,
No, they're scary.
I've never
I
had
said
so
that
many
before,
people on
and
my
I met like a lot of opposition. I'm like, I don't really listen to K-pop. Like,
And there's so many of them that were like, it wasn't death threats. They were sending me thousands of like song requests, and I'm like, bro, I can't get jiggy with this shit. Like, I was just like, what are you doing? And also, I always get a lot of, I'm sorry, R. Kelly requests, right? And I tell them, ma'am, I don't do it. Like, I'm sorry. That's what's one thing I will not do. They're like, oh, and they try to gaslight me. Oh, come on,
that's the
niece.
thing. They always, yeah.
Come on, niece. You seem like you're ready. I'm like, you seem about to get blocked. That's what you about to seem. It seems like you about to get blocked. I can't do it. I'm sorry. There's certain artists I can't do. I can't touch. And it's just like they try to gaslight me for it. And it's like, okay, then find another content creator.
Yeah.
Right.
Losing you, if I lose one, I gain 10. If I lose two, I gain 20. It doesn't matter. Leave.
And that's what it was like for me from the start. I always like, if you want to follow me, follow me. If you don't want to follow me, no problem. Like, I'm not begging anyone to be here. And I think the biggest mistake is to let like an audience dictate your content. Like, you're not gonna tell me what I should have up or what I should take down.
Yeah.
So people were like, I had friends that day calling me like, oh my God, Elsie, you gotta take this down. Like, I'm not taking it down.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything crazy. I wasn't disrespectful to him. Like, I'm talking about the music, so I left it up. But that was like the first time I really faced, I would say, hate comments. But the second time, honestly, I've learned to block that out because I just look and I go to the account. Like most times, like especially on Twitter, like
They're
just
lame.
go on
They're
the account,
corny.
just click it, and then you just see like it's just a faceless account, just a pure bot.
Or sometimes they're like, they have their pen music and you hear it and it's like the bikini bottom type.
Right.
I'm doing
Like,
it for my mama. And you be like,
I'm just like, you're a bot. I can't take you
yeah,
seriously,
that's
especially
how
on
we do
Twitter. Like
TikTok. Like,
sometimes I want to reply and then I go to the page and like it's just like you're
Right.
not a real person. I'm so
like,
I'm not gonna
always,
reply.
the thing is, right, they always, like, they come for me. They'll always come for me how I look, right? Dark skinned girl. One time, I went viral with Lil Jon thing on TikTok, and somebody's like, oh, she look like Flavor Flav. I'm like, okay. He's going to get eliminated, too. So, I went in, and I told myself, this is why I don't talk in my videos. I'm very disrespectful.
You're muted.
I think okay, maybe someone like called as well.
Oh, probably put it
Yeah.
in code.
The second time I experienced something was just in the industry, and that one hurt me more than anything.
Can
It's
y'all
like,
see me?
yes,
Yeah.
you kind of paused for like a second, but we
Yeah,
can see
I got a phone call. Sorry, that was
Yeah,
my friend.
yeah, I was right.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
But then it's crazy because like I've received like hate from like irrelevant people, and then I've received hate from the industry itself. Because like a lot of people from the industry, and it's sad because it's been from peers, like women in the industry. You know,
What?
a lot of people don't. You know, a lot of people don't consider. I feel like so when I started making content, and content became something else for me. Whenever I started making content, I always saw it as a bridge. I'm like, I'm not gonna do this forever. Like, I'm gonna do something else with my content. Like, and so when I started breaking into the industry and everything, initially everyone was like, "Oh my God, great!" But once I started actually achieving stuff, then it was like, okay, you're not a real journalist. How dare you do this? Like, how dare you get this opportunity? You're taking it away from the people that went to school for it. Like, you're taking away from the people that like have worked in the industry for long. You just come here, you were a content creator, now you think you can interview all the artists in the world, like, you know. So I remember going on Twitter. Someone texted me like, "Yo, you're talking about you on this space." I'm like, what's going on here? I go on the space and it's almost an hour. I'm not even joking, because I joined, like, you know, you have this feature where you can like join anonymously or something, just briefly, and they went on for like 20 minutes. Like, she thinks she's all that. She's got GPT to write her scripts on TikTok. I bear in mind, I've never had a conversation with any of these people talking. Like, they went on for almost an hour. I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't believe my ears. I'm like, is this what it's come to?
First of all, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's like terrible, because
Insane.
like, you ain't never meet me. You don't know me from a can of paint. You don't know what
There
color.
were like 100
like,
people
you just
in
talk
there.
about
And
me.
There were 100 people in the space, and there were like 10 people speaking, and they were just saying I'm like, what are you guys talking about? None of you know me personally. Like, what is going
I
on?
don't know.
I'm so sorry. I know you don't care, but I just feel me. I would have came in that space like, suck my dick.
I would have been in there swinging. I would have been in there swinging on your behalf, honestly. Elsie, let me tell you something. When that thing with Drake happened, I was in multiple group chats losing my mind. Like, we weren't even mutuals yet at this point, I don't think. And I was literally, everybody that could listen, I was like, there's a lot of music-related accounts on the internet. Good, bad, and ugly. I feel like I'm like every person on this screen, except maybe me. I don't know. Maybe I'm too inflammatory. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But I feel like your approach is very neutral in a sense. Like, it's positive.
Yes.
Like, you mostly stick to the facts. There's so many accounts that are intentionally inflammatory, that use very like big, strong emotional language, intentionally get people riled up. But I feel like I'm gonna pull the card because it's Women's History Month. I feel like when you're a woman, you can say the most plain, factual, just like straight to the point information, and people just add so many layers of hyperbole to it. And it's like, damn, there's no way you think I'm the most dramatic account on this app. There's no way you think you're.
I think it's also, you know, hip hop is like, that's
It's
one
very-
thing. I love hip hop.
Yeah,
It's my favorite genre. But like, when you're a woman, like, people always treat you like, bro, people like, there's no way you're a fan of this person. Name the album that he dropped back in night. I'm like, yo, can you chill? Like, I think a lot of men, like, when they hear like women are like hip hop fans, like, they just really, I don't know, maybe it's something really unbelievable. But like, women in these spaces are disrespected.
No, they are. I've seen that a lot, and also like that's why I kind of take away from hip hop. I like R&B. I love hip hop and all, but it's mostly like old school hip hop. I remember I did the Wu-Tang, and I went viral for that. They posted me, and everybody's like, "You don't these old heads, like, you don't know no Wu-Tang. Name all these Wu-Tang people."
That's the move, though. That's the move.
So I did. I said Method, ODB, this and that. They're like, okay, I'm a Capadonna, you got, and then the old heads talk. All the old heads like, you see, this is a queen right here. She ain't gotta show her clothes. She ain't gotta be naked to be post videos. I'm like, what does this got?
Both sides of the conversation are just unnecessary.
No,
like, can I just like the music?
And then don't get me started with the request. The request is insane. They be like, where this bond be? I'll marry you, son. I'm like, I don't even know you.
You said the word is bonds.
Yeah, where this bond, son? I'll marry you, son. Matching Timbs and Fitteds, yo. I'm like,
The thing I've seen it actually play out in person. For whatever reason, if a woman likes something that's supposed to be a man thing, for whatever reason, whether it's logic or not, sports, for instance.
Oh, that's the worst.
Wait,
That's the worst.
If a woman
That
likes
is the worst.
sports, it is an interrogation. It is who scored the most points in 1977.
Right?
It's always pushed until the woman's response is wrong. Because it's like they just want a gotcha moment, and I hate it. I see it. I've seen it happen with my daughter.
yeah, that's how is my mom. When she first came here, like I said, she was the first player that was drafted in '96 was Kobe. So she's always been a Kobe fan. She stopped watching NBA as soon as he passed away. So every time we went to barbershops, she hears like conversation about music or sports. I would always do this because I knew, and she's an African woman, so some of her vocabulary at that time wasn't like as par as it now. So she'd be like, "Oh yes, I love Kobe Bryant." They're like, "Nah, you lying." She's like, "Yeah, she scored 30 points yesterday, 30 rebounds, this and that," and all the men just like, "Where are you from?" Right? And then they'll start schooling her. Oh, who won? My mom said, "I wasn't even here. Like, I wasn't even in America, bro. Like, leave me alone." Like, no, you gotta know this. So then my mom, I remember she would like go buy, like, get Blockbuster tapes of basketball and history and then watch it and write it in French. And I'm like,
Word.
it's never that
It's not.
huge. I have to know because when I go back to that barber shop, they're not gonna test my gangsta. I was like,
I had someone like send me a tweet like a couple days ago, and I had to tweet about it. They're like, "You just stop talking about rap albums. You talk about rap albums too much. That's not girl music." And I was like, "What is girl music?
what is girl music?
What is girl music? Like, what isn't girl music?
They
Like,
think it's R&B.
we're in 2025. Like,
Yeah.
what?" So yeah, it's the perks of having a hip hop audience, I guess. So.
Right. Well, that's why I like talking to y'all and having y'all in this space for real. Because I mean, y'all's platforms, like in reality, all three of y'all's platforms are bigger than mine. But I know it's a lot of hip hop heads and older hip hop heads that see me, and I want them to always see y'all because y'all are informative and knowledgeable, and y'all care. Y'all care about the music, so that's why I always love conversing with y'all. Which leads me to this. Oh, go ahead, Jada.
No, I saw the word gatekeep. As a music lover, I cannot gatekeep.
I hate that thing.
I get
You
this.
post
I
the
swear
most
to
popular
God.
song, they'd be like, "I was trying to gatekeep." Like,
Look,
from who? This
I
was
had this-
already
I had this
popular.
conversation.
Like, what?
They'll be like, we need to gatekeep in a song with 3 million monthly listeners.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro,
Post a song, they're like, "Why are you posting this? Why are you bringing it on TikTok? Let's
I can-
gatekeep."
I can name so many songs. One of them was Tongue Kissing by Tupac. That was an unreleased track that's on YouTube, SoundCloud, you name it. They're like, we supposed to keep this, Big Jada. I always comment. The more y'all say this, the more I'm going to find other things. Like, you don't know how many songs I know, okay? Keep doing that, and I keep doing it, and I keep doing it, and it pisses people off, and I love it. Because it's like, I as a music lover, you're not supposed to gatekeep. For what? Do you want the artist and the estate to get paid or not? They're like, no. See, this is why you're being fired tomorrow. This is why they're cutting your hours. Because it doesn't make sense. I don't believe in gatekeeping. I don't care if it's clothes, food. I joke with like gatekeeping, but I don't take it. I can't. It's just really cool.
So since we're not gatekeeping, and 2024 ended a couple months ago, and I talk about current music, but I talk less about current music than I do older music. What album, if there was an album, is your go-to from last year? And is there anything that you're looking forward to or expecting to come out that you're looking forward to?
Hip hop or just generally?
Just generally.
Ooh, that makes it harder. Okay.
It does.
Blue Lips was my number one.
Blue Lips was there. Yeah, I wanted to say
Was my number one as well.
Yeah, same.
GNX was up there too.
I really, yeah, but
Yeah, GNX was up there. Doechii
Next, yeah, I was gonna say GNX.
album was up there.
really like Doechie's mixtape.
Yeah. Leon Thomas album was pretty
Leon
cold.
Thomas, yes, really
Cold,
good.
yeah.
Leon Thomas, No Worries dropped this album. Anderson .Paak and the rest was really, really good.
Cowboy Carter, yeah.
See, last year actually was a lot of music.
It was.
But they
I talked
say
about.
hip-hop is dead.
What?
If that
They're
makes it.
still saying hip hop is dead. Like 2024 wasn't like the biggest year for hip
No,
hop.
no one should say that anymore. Like we had a good year last year.
All the time, they're like, hip
No
hop.
one should say that anymore.
Hip hop's dead. R&B music sucks, and it's like I don't want to argue with them because it's like there's no point.
Yeah. Raven Lene had a really good album. Vince Staples had a good drop.
That's a really good album.
You said you liked that album. I remember you said you liked that album more than Ramona Park, right?
Yeah, I don't. It's going both ways.
Right.
First,
She
listen,
said
I
that.
really liked it, but like, man, those two albums are good. I'm gonna be honest. Like,
Yeah.
he's been on a really good run lately.
I think he's on the best run of the 2020s.
Really,
I think I'm
Really?
confident saying that.
man, so much good music dropped last year. So anyone that's still on the hip hop is dead, R&B is dead. Like, okay, I don't take that seriously anymore.
No, I don't take it either.
There was enough good music. Last year was really good. Like there was a point like every week something was dropped.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
Tyler dropped, like Tyler the Creator dropped too.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, and it's crazy. I feel like a lot of people that say it in my comments, they don't make good music. Like this music sucks. It's like you haven't given any artist a chance. You're just hearing what main. Go deeper. Like it was. I don't. And it's just
You're only listening to radio.
Thank you. Or like I always tell people too, right? Like all these artists we listen to, Tupac, Biggie, Bone Thugs and Harmony. You think everybody thought they were good? There was people thinking they were trash too. It's not everybody. Like, please give this music a chance as much as you were giving Biggie and Pac's music a chance.
Yeah, it's a little nostalgia sometimes.
Yeah, I get it. But saying it's trash, like that's like me. Be like, oh, what's this? This is Big Weezy. Oh, Lil Wayne was better than this. My son gonna look at me like I'm crazy. Like, oh, okay.
But also, one thing that I saw some article about this last year. I mean, I don't remember what when this was, but most people know this, but as you get older, your neuroplasticity decreases, which is why it's harder to learn new languages. It's harder to adapt to new stimuli the older that you get. So naturally, it's genuinely physically more difficult to like new music or music styles that you're not familiar with the older that you get. So at one point, you have to be like, perhaps it's me. Maybe I'm the problem, and that is perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine.
The honesty, you know.
Yeah, but they don't.
Like, I personally don't dig deep enough anymore. But like, you can't make a general statement and be like, everything right now sucks, you know.
Yeah, not today, not at all.
That's not true.
It's too much. It's
too much.
There's no way you can hear everything. There's no way you can hear everything,
No,
and it's something for everybody. I think it's just that people want.
Like when good music is dropping every single week. Like I'm still getting into albums from last year. I'm still
same here.
Last year, I'm still getting into because there's just so much.
And I also see it's like culturally, like worldwide music. Like I'm American, and I'm also Congolese, and like with the Congolese side, like we're the big three of Africa. So it's Nigeria, Ghana, and Congo with music. And Congolese people get mad when I say this, but I don't think we're gonna be the big three in the next 10 years. Because a lot of artists they gatekeep. They don't want other artists to thrive. When they were coming up, a lot of great African artists were giving them that, like, hey, you got it, you're the greatest. And they became the greatest. But they don't want the new generation to be the greatest. So when I listen to old songs, I'm like, I understand what those people in my comments were saying. It's never going to be the same. But it's not. Because nobody wants to move on, to move forward, or to give the younger generation a chance. And if they do,
Also, music consumption has changed a lot. Like, you know, back then, a lot more people were intentional about like going to, because like you had to go and buy the CD.
Yeah.
Stuff. But now, like, because of streaming, there's just so much.
Yeah.
So much music. Like, it's insane. It's insane. Like, even this year, I'm not keeping track. Everyone's like, this just dropped. Like,
yeah.
The year just started.
Right.
I only have a pair of ears. Like, I listen to everything.
I can't listen to new stuff. Coco Melon just dropped. My son loves it. I can't listen to nothing. I'm trying to listen to My Life, Share My World album by Mary J. My son's like, no, Coco Melon.
And then I get fatigued sometimes, like listening to just so much. Sometimes I just go back to like old albums I really, really like.
Yes.
From the 90s, stuff from the 80s.
Don't get a chance to sit with those albums as much because it's so much music constantly.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you can
I
record a
think
song
it's like
today and drop it tomorrow.
overstimulating. Yeah, it's overstimulating for like what she said. Like it's very overstimulating. Okay, let me go back to this album that calms me down. It's my comfort album and stuff like that. I have a lot of those. Like I was gonna ask a question. Like I asked this on Twitter. I was like, I don't know if it's just me, but whenever I go to a concert, I have to rediscover their albums, their biography. I don't know what it is. It makes me feel like I'm obsessed with them. But it's like I was too embarrassed to speak about it until I told my boyfriend. He's like, no, that's normal. We went to the Mary J concert. I'm talking about her from when we left to now. And I'm like,
them live is a different experience. Like
no, yes. And I don't know what it is, but when I was listening to like My Life and the album Share My World album, I didn't understand the music. I just listened to the beat, right? But when you hear My Life album,
it's always different. Like when you listen to it like now, it's
very deep and intense because she's been through so much. So seeing her who she is now, all you can do is just this. But I'm just rediscovering her music, and I'm just like, that 9 Grammys, the 12 Billboard Awards, the Walk of Fame, Hall of Fame, you deserve it, mama. Like, I understand, but it was a little I was a little ashamed that I was a little obsessed with artists when after I left the concert, because I'm like,
Yeah, it happens all the time.
okay,
And to me, that's why sometimes I take breaks because it starts to feel like homework. I come on here and let's say, because like one thing I want to do about my page is that I just want to talk about music I like. So whether that album dropped last week or it dropped in 1992, I'm gonna talk about it.
right,
So I can make a video now being like, oh, I want to talk about the score by the Fugees, and someone is like, well, Playboy Cardi just dropped yesterday, so why aren't you talking about that? It's like,
I have so many of them in my comments. Do Playboy Cardi? I love
there's
Playboy
too
Cardi.
much that just dropped. Like, can I
Yeah.
can I listen to something that can I listen to old music? It's all the time.
Yo,
Like,
that mustache is crazy. On y'all, it's crazy.
Jalen back.
Okay,
Yo, wow. Yo, wow. So let me now I know Elsie's gonna have to go soon, but I wanted to ask y'all about, like, we kind of talked about it at the beginning when you were talking about how people treat y'all or act towards y'all. But is there, what if you could have one thing that you could get people to do when it comes to you making content and or when it comes to just music in general? Is there something that you could, like, if you had a wish? If I could have anything, I would.
Well, for me, I would like to have a larger female follower base. Every
Yes.
time I look at my percentages, it makes me want to cry. I think I'm at like 80-20. The best I've ever gotten was like 75% male. YouTube is even worse for some reason. I'm at like 95, and it makes me sick to my stomach. Now, listen, I appreciate every person that supports me thoroughly, but
you lying. No.
but support from other women just means a lot more. Like a girl telling me, like anytime like a girl leaves a comment, like I can visibly see it's a woman in my comment section. I'm like, ooh, like you likes my content. I don't know. I just feel, especially knowing that we're the minority in this space, it just means a lot more. Especially when they're like, oh, I listened to this underground artist because of you. Like that is the reason why I came back to TikTok and like genuinely in the first place. But also because I know that they're out there and we're just like heavily, like we're probably still the minority. We're definitely still the minority, but like we're out there. We're just so underrepresented. So I would love for more women to follow me. I feel like I try my hardest. Oh, well, I have had people try to tell me to change my content up. Like, oh, you need to talk about more R&B, talk about this, that, like whatever. And it's like, I'm not willing to change myself to do anything, actually. I'm not willing to change myself for any reason. I know that there are women who like my content for what it is. And we're like this. We're all besties in my eyes. So ideally, I think if I could introduce more women to this music space, if they're not already familiar, that'd be my goal. But in general, just having more women in my online space would be amazing.
Yeah.
That's dope.
For me, honestly, if I was to change anything, like I would just want to change the language around how people talk about music. Like it pisses me off. Because I really believe that we should be able to articulate why we like something or why you don't like something. You know, I feel like the words that we use nowadays, like mid, trash, like you tell me, like, why do you people are getting away with just using buzzwords around music. And music isn't really like something that you can just use. Music is a real thing for so many people. So I hate the conversation. I also hate the conversation around industry plant, not industry plant. Like, who cares?
Right.
Is the music good or not? That's all it should be. Like, is the music good? That's what we should be talking about. Like, I feel like when in music conversations, we're talking about everything but the music. And to me, that just aggravates me. Like, I hate the way, especially like online, like Twitter could drive you crazy. I have to take breaks from that app because it's just too much on there. Even here, like sometimes I'm just reading the comments and I'm like, you're so you're so loud, like you're typing right away, but no substance. You don't even know what you're saying.
Thank
Bring
you.
back research. Let's
Yeah,
make
you don't
learning
even know what
tools.
you're just
Bring
talking to
back
talk.
research.
Like too many people talking to talk, and we need
Facts.
less. We need less of that in music discourse. I'm tired of it. So that's my perfect world, really. Yeah.
What you did,
What would I change?
if you could.
I don't think I'll change anything. I think
Word.
like yeah, because I mean I don't know because a lot of people try to change me from the beginning. Like at the beginning of my content, they're like, "Get out the bathroom. It's always the bathroom. Why is it the bathroom?" And like I had to explain like on my YouTube video, like I chose the bathroom because like um growing up, people be in my room as the oldest, so I'll just go in the bathroom and do my little concert. Or they'll be like, oh, you're always doing music, do something else. Music was saved my life so many times. And like I'm the oldest from first generation, so whenever people never heard me, music will hear me. Music will feel my pain. Music will heal me. And heal me so many ways. So I don't know if I really change as much. If I changed something, I wouldn't meet you guys. So
That is
that's
true.
that's why I'm like, I wouldn't change anything.
Plus, it's your trademark. Like once I see that, I'm like, yeah, she's about to.
Thank you. Like that, the shorty I was telling y'all about. She's talking about you need to get out of the bathroom. I said, if I ain't get out that bathroom, Beyonce would have noticed me. Like, hello. Like I always tell people, like if I got that bathroom, I wouldn't meet Unc. I wouldn't meet you two wonderful ladies. I wouldn't be talking to you guys. So I don't know what I really changed. I don't know, probably changed my bonnet. But that's pretty much. I don't know how it changed. I'm just extremely grateful for you guys. If I say I changed this, like probably I'll lose Audrey. If I said I changed this, I'll probably lose If I changed that, I probably wouldn't make it to 1 mil. If I changed this, I probably wouldn't get the blessings from little to biggest. So I always take it just how it is. I would no, you know what? I would change people saying gatekeeper. I don't like I said, I don't like gatekeeper. Like I'm like a gangbanger when you tell them, hey, F your mama. Which that's gatekeeper to me. Like, like, oh, we're supposed to gatekeep. What? Like, I want to ask them. Like, the African me wants to give them a dirty slap because what do you mean? Like, to gatekeep a song? You don't want them to make the money. All right, what's there to gatekeep? Someone's gonna find it sooner or later. If it's not me, it's somebody else.
And it's your rotation. Like when you're listening to music, play what you want to play.
Yeah.
Also, another thing, like sometimes I'll be talking and I have a song playing in the background, and people be like in the comments, be like, "Shut up, let the music play." Streaming exists. Like, please go to Spotify.
I would have been like,
YouTube, like, go to Apple Music.
I
It's so frustrating. I hate when
People,
people.
I feel like, curate their music. Or first of all, I feel like too many people have a lot of their self-worth tied to their music taste. And like, as someone who cares a lot about music, at the end of the day, I'm like,
I like what I like.
Yeah, I don't care if y'all think I have a good music taste. Like, I don't listen to cool artists to impress you. And I feel like it's too many people trying to curate this eclectic and niche music taste. Like, oh, I only listen to artists that got 17 monthly listeners. No, nobody cares. If you listen to the Jonas Brothers every day, 24/7, 365, good for you. If you only listen to one genre, if you only listen to, top 40 hits, I encourage people to expand their palette because there might be some more things that you like and that you discover. But at the end of the day, it's about what you like. It's not about trying to seem cool on the internet. Like, who cares if you like mainstream music or underground or a little bit of both? Like, just listen to what makes you happy.
I think that's one thing. Like, they think it's like, oh, too cool. Like, yeah, you listen to this, I don't listen to that, or you listen to this. It's like, you're not too cool for any type of artist. I don't care what it is. You guys still listen to Michael Jackson 2025? You betcha I do.
Of course, what?
You guys still listen to the old school? Is Tupac bald headed? Like, it doesn't, like, it just, I just feel like music, if you love music so much, it shouldn't really matter. I always try to tell people this, and it's like they cannot get through their noggin. What do you mean? You cannot judge somebody because they say, oh, this music trash, he listens to this. Maybe that's, you don't, like, music is like a diary. We don't know why they listen to this artist. Maybe this artist saved their life. We do not know unless we have a conversation with that person. And people don't want to do that. At this day and age, people do not want to do that.
That is true.
They
And
don't
also, yeah, like, also another thing is I always tell people, like, because I have a platform for music, doesn't mean I know everything. So sometimes people act shocked when I'm like, I don't know too much about that. They're like, oh my god, you don't know that artist. Like, then why do you have a music platform if you don't know that? Like,
You're not
I know
Google.
everything.
You're not
I'm not an
ChatGPT.
encyclopedia.
And
Like,
you're 25.
I'm just a regular person. I just like music. I happen to talk about it. Y'all are on my page, so that's what it is. Like, I don't know everything. So, yeah, I gotta say it because, like, sometimes you miss a reference and people want to cut your neck in the comments. Like,
I will say this, both of y'all, like underground and music you guys do, you guys have put me so much on, especially with I'll be shazamming like, okay, you guys put me so much, or you guys just remind me a lot of, there's so many songs in your head that when you hear, like, oh my god, I haven't heard this in a while. I better get to it. I better research this and this like that. One thing I don't like is like, if I put like, what's that song by Young Bloods? Is it 85?
85, yeah.
The song came out and the album came out August of 1999. People are telling me, oh, honey, it's 2000s, but I love this song. I'm like, honey, it came out in 1999. It got popular in late March of 2000s, yes. But the album
it's
released.
just the need to correct. Like, even though it did, like,
Yep.
what does it matter? Like, you're
Yeah, I get that all the time. Like,
People just want to talk to talk. That's my
Yes.
issue.
I like
Forces
Vibe
just
Sammy.
like vibes.
Dropped in 99. It got popular. The album dropped in 2000. They're telling me came out 2000. The single dropped of summer of 99. The album dropped in 2000. That's why y'all think it came out. I'm like, I don't know why.
But that's the thing, like nobody takes a second. That's the thing. The other thing, since you didn't have nothing to change, I'll add something else to the list. I think people need to appreciate hip hop more as an art form and as like a facet of Black history, because I feel like a lot of people's opinions or thoughts. A lot of people was told in kindergarten, your opinion, everybody's opinion matters. I'm here to tell you right now, your opinion does not matter if you do not back it up and you haven't done, the proper amount of research. Not saying everybody needs to be a hip hop historian and spend hours, on Google, but you can't correct someone if you never have taken 10 minutes to open up Google and look something up. I can't even tell you how many times someone has argued with me over the definition of trap music or what's considered trap or this, that, and the third.
Oh, that's always an ongoing one.
Look,
People will say like based off of vibes or based off like how they feel trap music is defined. This is not based off of your feelings. Like
Thank
music
you.
is a field that's like literally studied. Like, yes, genres are all loosey now, but there are still some like objective characteristics. Like, just because someone told you on the internet, oh, music is subjective, that doesn't mean that you're no longer, that there's nothing to learn, that there's not anything to
And I
actually.
think especially hip hop, like a lot of like, especially like young fans, I'm talking like maybe people at 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, a lot of them kind of see one side of hip hop, the hype part of it, and there's nothing wrong, like the new rappers that are like, let's just say the Playboy Cardi side of hip hop. And there's nothing wrong about that. Like, I enjoy music from that side, but like they try to make it seem like when hip hop has substance and like fans want to talk about substance in hip hop, it's like, oh, you're doing too much. Like, this doesn't exist. But like hip hop historically has had substance, like whether you like it or not. I want more people to kind of have more knowledge about the genres that they speak about, because you can just tell that they just come on here and just, the internet also gives everyone a voice. And sometimes like you're talking and like, I remember on Twitter, like I was talking to someone, we're talking about leading up to dropping, when Kendrick dropped To Pimp a Butterfly. I was in high school. So like I knew, and I was active on social media when that was dropping. So I knew the conversation around the album, and I was trying to give that person context. And they were just arguing with me blindly, and I was like, how old are you? And they're like 15. Of course, you were like 5 when the album dropped. Like, what?
And you know what's crazy about that too? With the hip hop thing, like I feel like also what kind of gets on my nerves, but it's like, come on, it's hip hop. Regional sounds, right? If I do a Bay Area song and people in Chicago listen to it, people be like, I didn't know Chicago people listen to Bay Area. And it's like the Bay Area music or Detroit music. Oh, I didn't know people outside Detroit listen to it. It's like, and then people comment, well, I'm from Kentucky, I'm from Miami, I'm from Dade County, I listen to this. And I don't know, maybe it surprises them. But to me, because as an open thinker, I'm just like, oh, like if you have great taste, you're going to find these certain songs. But I used to get that a lot, like, oh, what was it? Was it SOBRBE? Calvin Cambridge? They're like, I didn't know Chicago people listen to this. First of all, I'm not from Chicago, I'm from the West Coast. So Let's get that. I just live out here. But it's like there is people from Chicago that listen to that. I feel like because they never left their state or city, they just so amazed that maybe, oh my God, I didn't know this artist would touch base in Chicago or New York. But as an open thinker, you're like, people will find their way with that artist.
Internet. Like now you can find anything.
Exactly.
As long as you're interested, like as long as you have a genuine interest to learn, like you can find anything.
I get it all the time with like UK people. I listen to UK. I didn't know Americans listened to
Yes. Yes. One thing I would change, like just to add, like for me, the final thing is just I want people to stop looking down on TikTok as like an inferior way to discover music. I found so
Is that
much
okay?
good music on this app. Like,
That's a thing.
yeah, people always say like TikTok, like you found that song on TikTok, like
Oh,
TikTok,
like a TikTok artist.
whatever, like yeah. But
Okay.
like I found so much good music on this app.
Oh my God,
I hate when people try to downplay like, oh, TikTok. Like, no, TikTok is still a very great tool for music discovery.
I think it's because I don't know, maybe because they know as popular as TikTok is. I mean, I found so many resources from my toddler, from resources from how to get a rash away or how to grow a bald spot in 30 seconds, stuff like that. And TikTok is not just because of music; it's just resourceful, like you said. There's
It is.
music.
It
There's
is.
so many people. TikTok has changed so many people's life.
Guys, I keep saying like people
My-
always talk about it in a very inferior way, like TikTok. I'm like, yo, this app has done a lot, and like I just don't like when people like even in music spaces when I'm talking about like music and I mention TikTok, like there's always this inferior connotation that people. I'm not a fan of that.
It's
I
the
don't
inferior
agree.
mindset. Like
I was kind of embarrassed with that. Oh, sorry, Audrey, you can go ahead. Sorry.
I was just saying it's like it's similar to how people will shit on something just because it's on the radio or it's mainstream. Like as soon as something is popular, now all of a sudden it's less worthy or less valuable.
Right.
Like TikTok has its issues. I got a laundry list of issues with TikTok, but like you have to take the good with the bad, and also you're like the individual person's TikTok habits say more than the platform.
Right, you actually
Yes.
build your FYP, like you build it yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
If it sucks, like
Good for you. You go
it's probably
No,
you.
it's true because TikTok is a great, like we said, it changed a lot of people's lives, including myself. Like there's so many people like, oh, I didn't know this song, but thanks to you. And like I would see people on like a YouTube comment like, oh, I'm here because of Big Jada. It's like, like it makes me want to do that. Like it's amazing. It's a resource, and like I used to get embarrassed. I used to get embarrassed telling people like, yeah, I do TikTok for a living, because they will look at you like they think you do. Like
That's what they do. That's what they think.
they think I do that. I'm like, yeah, I do. These. Like, oh, would you do the Renegade? I will slap the shit out of you. Like I don't do that. Like, and they think that. That's why I used to get embarrassed. But now I'm like, okay, I'm a full-time content creator, and they think I do stuff like that. I'm like, hey guys, we're here today. I don't do that, and it's been very beneficial for a lot of people. I meet cool people. I follow back people that have helped me so much in life, or I gained friends that now I call them my family. And they're my kids, like auntie and uncles and stuff
Yeah,
like
but
that.
this app is what you make it. Like
Yes.
you
I would
build it
never,
yourself.
if TikTok was bad, I don't think I would find sisterhood in this and a cool ass uncle like that. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just because he said, I love my vegetables like cheese and broccoli. But yeah, the young LA dude, he's making a comeback. He's making money. Ain't I was a great song when it dropped. I remember when that song dropped. And now newer generation, and that's great for them. They're finding songs that we listen to. And I think that's cool. And I don't think they like that because, like, yeah, it gets back to the gatekeeping. And that's just weird to me.
There's a lot, but you got to take the good with the bad. So
Thanks.
It is what it is. It's
Yeah.
life.
Well, look, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all fixing y'all schedules enough to get together at the same time. I think that's great, and I think the people appreciate it as well. People in the comments, I'm sorry, I haven't looked at one comment, not one
It's
comment.
such a good combo. I didn't even look at. I barely
Some
did.
comments. Yeah.
I don't know what they're talking about. I have no idea, but I'm sure it's all positive. I'm sure it's all good. Can y'all please tell these people where they can find y'all, and if you have any last words for the people?
Okay, so yeah, of course, if you're on this live, you could just find my TikTok. Just click on me, I guess. Leads you to my page. It's Elsie Not Elise on everything. On Instagram, there's an extra E. On Twitter, there's Elsie Not Elise with like a double E at the end. Twitter, Instagram. I'm very engaged on Twitter. I talk a lot more. There's more low effort. I don't have to film myself, so I could just type. So Twitter, if you actually want me to talk. YouTube for longer form content, and then Twitter and Instagram. Sorry, TikTok and Instagram for just like the shorter form stuff. So yeah, pretty much it.
Well, I'm, according to Adri, on TikTok. I'm not. My Instagram isn't public. I mean, anyone on the screen can follow me, but the rest of you heathens, I gotta keep at an arm's length. I also deleted Twitter because it's a brain dead app. Except for like the 5 intelligent people like Elsie that keep it alive. I am on YouTube now though. That's like my baby at the moment. My channel is called, I just rebranded. It was According to Adri, but now it's Cooking for the Culture because the whole theme is I cook and bake while talking about an artist and whatever I make the thing. I just recorded a video about Smino making rice and gravy. There's a song called Rice and Gravy, so like that type of thing. But it's in my link tree. You can follow me on here. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know. I had a brain fart. I was like,
I saw your brain moving just now. I was like, is she okay?
I'm like, it was buffering like a video. So, you guys can find me on here, Big Jada, but my name is Jada, not Pinky Smith. The name is self-explanatory. I ain't gotta explain it. Jada Not Pinky Smith on here, Instagram, Twitter, Jada Not Pinky. I don't really do music. I just do comedy. I just tweet and mind my business. I don't argue back. So if you want to say something, I don't comment back. YouTube is Big Jada, Jada Not Pinky Smith. I don't do much, but I'm trying to do video reactions, music videos. So I'm gonna keep the music content. Soon I'm gonna get back to it. And then Instagram is the same thing with TikTok. So I am a safe space for everyone. Don't matter where you come from, who you are, what your background, what your credit score. We keep it safe over here. So make sure y'all follow me and everybody else here. So yes.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate y'all as always. Y'all know
Thank you for having us and putting together this panel.
Yes, I loved it.
Thank y'all as always. Yo, I'm not going anywhere, but I'm gonna let these ladies go. Y'all be good, and I will be talking to y'all.
Thank you.
I thank you
so ladies.
Bye.
Yeah.